Get into it. We got Wild Soul, Tremble, Clanks, and Midas bands. And Behemoth first pick. So wow, a lot of time being used here. I don't know if Imma Boy's just lagged or something. I know they I was talking about him lagging a little bit, but there's no way you could possibly be sitting here thinking about a first pick this long.
Yeah.
I mean, what is on the board? I guess Midas
Everything.
band, everything, yeah.
I mean, it's
Those four.
he must have DC'd. There's just no way.
Yeah. No, there's well, there you go. Rhapsody. This is going to be the pick.
What?
Down to 2 seconds.
Okay, so they used 105 seconds there to come up with Rhapsody.
Mm-hmm.
So a little interesting. But,
Yeah.
all right. Rhapsody.
Yeah, so going to have to hurry things up moving forward. And I mean, that's a decently big deal. I mean, they don't have a lot of time now to kind of react to the picks of complexity. And that's usually what you like, so we'll see how this continues on. War Beast band coming out there. Or pick, excuse me. Look at the other series. I believe they are in Game 2, so yeah, let me double check that. Game 1 there. Okay, BMG did defeat Nightmare Knights in the first game, so BMG up 1-0 in that series now. And in Game 2, it seems like BMG is looking pretty good off. In that game number 2. Boxing on Pestilence. Yeah.
I was about to say, there's a Pestilence in that game.
That's fun.
Oh, and it just ended.
Did it? Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
I would have to think that BMG actually won that game, so should be 2-0 for them. So yeah, Nightmare Knights running into challenges today, that's for sure. Freshen out BMG. All right, so they eventually go Pharaoh. They even used another second, so they're down to 1 second of extra time. They go Pharaoh and then Riptide here coming out for complexity. Ooh, Arachna coming out with their third pick.
I mean, it wasn't really reactionary to anything. It just Imba Boy. I mean, I know Imba Boy plays it and he likes it a lot, so I think they just picked it for him. But it seemed a little early to take Arachna. I don't see why complexity would have taken it this game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, we go the Arachna here. Now to the bands, Parasite, Dark Liddy, Tempest. So far, you see Formless, though. His idea is going to ban the junglers here. Ophelia is still there. I wouldn't be surprised to see that as the final one to be happening here. No, he goes Sandwraith instead, actually.
Oh, well, Braid did play the Arachna a couple times, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, I think he's played it a couple times, so maybe they just, yeah, I mean, then the Sandwraith was a good band then, if that is the case.
Mm-hmm. So now the fourth pick for complexity. Going to put some thought into this one. They have a lot of time here to use, so that's what's good for them, of course. Prophet is still there. It was banned last time by ECX, but we mentioned Prophet, a support hero that complexity has liked to run a bit lately, and especially in sync with that Riptide. Which they have here.
Yeah, and it's just an all-around such a good hero now. It's just, hero just offers so much to a team fight with, could be level 6 and just offers so much. But that's a good hero as well.
Different for sure. Yeah, they go Voodoo Jester instead. Wondering why they would go him over Prophet, though.
Maybe for the sake of killing.
Maybe it's because they thought deadlift was happening.
You know, yeah.
What you got's kind of just hoping they didn't see it. Maybe it's like, let's.
Well,
let
all right.
them.
I mean, now the Voodoo Jester isn't so bad.
Yeah.
It's decent against it, but I was thinking the Voodoo Jester was more for the Pharaoh suicide because the Coconut's pretty strong against Pharaoh if he gets caught in between, like, you know, just in range of the archer and it bounces twice. So could have been for that kind of reason.
Mm-hmm.
But deadlift.
Deadlift coming out here, so he's proven to be a very difficult hero to play against. So now teams have definitely won against him, but again, when we first started seeing him, he was in the lane, more of a heavy pusher. Lately, it's been a pure gank with this hero. So, I mean, I'm looking at the lineup right now, and I'm still not 100% sure. I mean, it seems like the tank effect could end up with it, though, in the jungle here.
Yeah, that team doesn't scream deadlift to me because early levels, there's not much they can really capitalize on with a deadlift. Uh, oh, okay.
Oh, late Magnus there.
Riptide is gonna go. Oh, wow. Okay.
So
So
now,
wow.
now it's a little more clear.
Yeah, but I mean, even then, this deadlift, it might not have the biggest impact this game. In all honesty, there's nothing that Hellborn team has until Pharaoh that could really catch out an enemy hero. So I don't know if this deadlift's gonna have the biggest impact, but yeah, I was about to say, Foremost is gonna play this Riptide, and they're gonna have. Wait, what?
Well, we are remaking here.
Oh,
We're
okay.
remaking, so yeah.
I was about to say, Fuzzy Slot's not playing War Beast. That's not happening. There's a behemoth on their team. If anything, that would be his.
Yeah. No.
That's right. Okay.
Here goes the remake. So yeah, that's
Almost trolled me there.
So we got Defiler final pick. So yeah, deadlift. The push deadlift is actually going to be more relevant here now
Yeah.
with the Defiler pick.
Very group up and push early with that Defiler ulti. Get the Defiler, the Staff of the Master, and just start pushing everywhere. But like I said, that Q isn't going to be as game breaking for the Hellborn team this time for deadlift. So kind of a good thing for the Legion side is that they shouldn't be dying to a deadlift Q if they're at their tower. There should be no reason they die to it.
Yeah, the Defiler pick. You mentioned the Staff of the Master. Got that fairly recently. We have been able to see it once or twice in competitive games, and it's definitely been noticeable. Again, the idea that you can control the ghosts ultimately, send them in a burst idea towards a tower, towards a hero, whatever. It also allows you to use it as a heal on yourself or allies, which then will consume the ghosts, but you can use it on allies for half effectiveness even. So pretty strong. As well as just being, Defiler's a hero that could just like stats in general. So yeah, it's I definitely would expect to see that as well. Maybe whether it's first or not, I don't know, but we'll see what Imba Boy's looking like with that farm earlier on. Looks like okay, they remade the lobby now.
Yeah.
Here we go back
Should
into
be good
it.
this time.
Now I assume Onslaught doesn't work with the ghosts. Like,
I don't know because they're not they're not controllable.
yeah.
I think that unit has to be. I mean, he could take over Congo though. I saw that the other day. That was pretty
Yeah,
interesting.
he can do that. So, are we sure? I'm pretty sure he cannot control the ghosts, or because
Yeah,
if he
I'm
like if he could have, I feel like I would have heard of this by now. But yeah, I've
there's
never
just no way.
heard that idea. That would be insane.
I don't think a
ghosts.
tower would survive very long. It'd probably be 2 swings of the ghosts, and it would just be dead with a staff. So
Yeah.
there's just no way.
We are going to see them together nonetheless. Again, brings a lot of push here. Is this all pick? It's still captain's pick. Oh, well. I mean, it's not a big deal. I'll just do
Yeah,
it
it's
fast.
not. They can just go fast. Yeah.
The series obviously getting started a little bit later and had a couple of delays there. So it's technically the next set of series are going to be starting in about 15 minutes from now. But one of them does involve Complexity. Complexity is set to play Nightmare Knights. The series that we were going to be casting was Fresh versus BMG, but things may change because we're sticking with this one for now, and depending how long this one lasts. So we'll kind of play it by ear here, guys. See where things are at after this series and determine what we want to do. So, but jumping into a series after it's already started and everything may not be the most appealing, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, we're good on the bans.
He banned my grave
Just
keeper.
click. On purpose.
That's rude.
All right, there we go.
All right, well, that was pretty quick. I mean, they did it all right. So.
Yeah. It'll work.
So how are they?
Who's who?
I'm trying to figure out how Complexity's going to do this. I would assume Formless takes the Riptide and Behemoth goes to Fuzzy Sloth. Oh, what? And okay.
Let's get it on.
What? What are we doing?
Formless
Wait.
is playing the Magnus.
Yeah, what?
Okay. Yeah, I play with them, and I don't think I've ever seen him play that hero.
Huh.
I mean, it's not like it's a challenging hero, but I mean, it's going to be a farming Magnus. I would have almost liked to see the farming Behe over the Magnus, but all right. That's settled.
Yeah, so we're going to see a Frostburn Magnus here.
With Rift
Thunderclaw.
Shards. Rift Shard, yeah, I mean, he needs a Thunderclaw for farming this game. They're actually Rune Cleaver.
Huh. No,
I think Rudax would be the item of choice this game for the Magnus.
God, that'd be
No.
something.
But I think in all seriousness, I would have liked to see the Behe farm. I mean, yeah, Magnus can get an early portal key, but even the Behe could have done like a battle Behemoth build, so... which I think you like that build. I think you like the Assassin Shroud,
yeah.
Rift
Oh,
Shards.
yeah. No, but yeah, but going back to that, too, you could definitely argue that the Behemoth, for even more so because they're going up against this Deadlift and this obvious somewhat push strategy, and Behemoth is one of the best against push with that Fissure and obviously the Shockwave with all the minions of Deadlift, so getting that PK and, you know, a bit of farm earlier on is, honestly, probably a little more practical or more useful. So, yeah, this is an interesting choice here from Complexity to do it as they did, but it's also just interesting for the fact that even if it was Behemoth, I mean, Formless would have been playing a hero that we just did not expect to see him on, so...
Yeah, the Riptide would have made more sense. I mean, I feel like they would have gave the Riptide to Formless and gave Fuzzy Sloth the Behemoth and Oscar the Magnus. That would have made the most sense to me. Then they're all kind of on heroes they all know how to play, so... I mean, the good thing for the Legion team isn't that they don't have a real hard carry in terms of like a laning hard carry, but they do have a Warbeast and a Riptide, and Magnus is getting tri-laned.
Yeah, that's what I was going to bring up here. I mean, Tankafet is on Deadlift, so he's going more so an aggressive jungle. He actually blocked the pull camp right there himself. I don't know if that was intended or not. I'm going to assume that it was. He actually walked into it right before the 30-second mark. So that's not spawn, but he goes to his medium camp here.
This was really
Good by Oscar. He didn't actually buy out all of his items before he left, so as soon as he knew it was a 1v1, he bought a hatchet and a buckler.
Yeah, Defiler's a hero that's going to use that Wave of Death to harass you and spam you down quite a bit. So, I mean, yeah, the buckler will be great against those auto attacks, but that Wave of Death, he's going to need to avoid that. Will do a lot of damage to him over time here. But, so the lane's kind of transitioned. Yeah, we mentioned it's kind of a pseudo tri lane down here initially. Now it's not. You see Deadlift is alone in the jungle. Rhapsody, she ends up over here at Warbeast. Actually, she needs to be careful here. Yeah, she's blocked in. Oh, no, she is able to squeak on out. But, man, that was a little scary for her.
Yeah, I mean, she's just going to be sent in here to basically harass this Warbeast.
Well, she's kind of accomplishing that, I guess. She's kind of dealing with the Hellhound here as he spawns a new set of them. Well, I mean, yeah, she definitely is. I mean, she right there. She takes one of the creeps, even using her staccato stun to do so. Yeah, that's her mission. And that's going to be annoying for what you got.
Yeah, because he's not going to get too much farm, and he is their hard carry this game, so it's going to be a rough start for him.
Now, this does mean Arachna's 1 versus 2 middle. You think they maybe could have sent the Rhapsody middle instead. I guess they're kind of doing that here now that Warbeast is back in his own jungle. But even if Rhapsody is here, I mean, Voodoo Chest or Riptide, that seems like another kind of lane that has a lot of potential for a kill.
Yeah, I mean, if they catch him in the wrong spot and this Voodoo Jester is level 3, yeah, he just got it, so he will have level 2 of the Cursed Ground. They could potentially kill, but Embre did go 1 into W, and that was definitely the right decision in this game. Expect him to actually get another level of it at level 5, in all honesty. Because I think he can use it when he's silenced, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so yeah. Definitely gonna get it.
Oh, Jungle over here. What you got gets caught and goes down to Deadlift and Rhapsody. I need to really get on top of these, man. But Nair gets credit.
Yeah, it's just so hard to follow this Deadlift, but yeah, I mean, it's probably just simple. Just queued from 5 miles away and he died, so most likely what happened.
I love how you just say that so sarcastically. Like, oh yeah, he just queued 5 miles away. It's Deadlift. Whatever. Here we go again.
Well, he's sitting at his tower stunned, so what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, actually, he might be dead.
Oh my god.
There's the mummy wall. He's dead. Now
Oh,
Deadlift
please.
might die in return. Can he take the tower? Oh, the health potion barely a tick right there. Oh man, I still think he might have lived, but that health potion gave him just enough health also to like barely stay alive. So, but, yeah, they go and they eventually kill Magnus. It's powerful. There's no way around that.
It's there.
It is there, and they're having to deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, he's level 4, so this is kind of different than how we've been seeing the deadlifts lately. They've been kind of that second support-ish, not farming, but he's farming, so.
Farming through hero kills, yeah, and assists.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Imba Boy
Wow.
takes off
Rough
Oscar
start.
top.
Yeah, just a rough start here for Complexity. They're kind of just losing everywhere.
And that wave of death, it'll spam you down. Meanwhile, over here, Voodoo Jester, now he gets the cocktail off the Cursed Crown. Voodoo Jester is at half-life currently. He is going to end up falling. Riptide is running over, though. Deadlift should fall here to the Cursed Crown as he does. Now Rhapsody is going to get caught by Riptide. I don't think Rhapsody's getting out of this one. Has a Disco Inferno, but that wouldn't matter here. So down he goes. Fuzzy Sloth getting credit for that kill. You see Arachna coming over. Not level 6 yet, though, so probably not going to be able to make a play. And Pharaoh is level 6, but he doesn't have mana for his Wrath of the Pharaoh currently. But Complexity does come out on top of that exchange there.
At least something's going right.
Voodoo Jester for a Deadlift and a Rhapsody. Slow that down. Oh, Defiler again? No.
Ooh. Yeah, he has no ulti yet.
Defiler, though, 435 gold per minute here. Obviously, the kills helping with that, but even without the kill, I mean, 39 and 7 creep farm. He has no doubt been doing fantastic up here, but yeah, it's really to no one's surprise. Defiler is actually a pretty strong laner, you could argue, and especially against a melee.
Yeah, just gonna harass him out the whole time, and really, this he has no solo kill potential, even on a full wave. It'll just probably won't happen. So, I would expect him to start roaming soon. I mean, just get the Striders like normal and just start roaming.
Deadlift here, he does have the Blood Chalice. He's setting up middle lane. If he's going to make a play here. You see Riptide off to the side. He's at that top rune, does have the illusion. He's going to use his ultimate. Actually going in right here. He's going to clash right into Deadlift. I don't even know if that was the plan or not. I'm going to guess not. And now actually Riptide is on the run. He is going to be fine, but that was some funny interaction there. He definitely did not expect somebody to be there, I'm guessing. Or if maybe he expected Rhapsody, if anything, to be there. Not the Deadlift, though. At least he gets away. Here comes Deadlift, though. There's the Death Grip. Now can Riptide protect him? It looks like he can, actually. And oh, my gosh, that bounce of the acid cocktail is huge. Bounced back and forth perfectly. Spider Sting, however, is on Rhapsody. Or Riptide, excuse me. And Riptide will go down to it, as well as Deadlift and Rhapsody returning the damage. So it ends up being a 1-for-1 there, but yeah, that acid cocktail, that could not have gone much better there.
Yeah, definitely a good bounce. I think that was the reason. I mean, the reason they picked Voodoo Jester. Just those lucky bounces could be a pretty big factor this game. So.
Oh my gosh.
I was so wrong.
I happened to go to it right as that kill was taking place. Defiler got the tower with their ultimate up, and Behemoth just simply walked up, ultied, and then attacked him down. I think Imba Boy kind of just underestimated the potential there for some reason of that damage output. He kind of felt invincible with the ghost up.
Yeah, that's a huge kill. Like a solo kill and the tower deny. Like that kill meant so much.
So yeah, this lead that the ECX had. Oh, well, all right.
I'm catching them on camera at least. Doing a
Yeah.
little bit better with that, but
That was just deadlift Q into Pharaoh ulti, I'm assuming.
No, it wasn't even that. The funny thing is, Magnus actually was in a steam bath, but they both just nuked on top of it, and then Pharaoh even uses Wrath of the Pharaoh into the steam bath area and happened to catch him.
Ouch.
And they just killed him from there, so. Found him in the trees hiding there, and again, Formless the one playing it. He's not off to the greatest start. Top lane Defiler, though, again is going to fall. This time Riptide coming in to assist.
Yeah, these are some really big kills. I mean, that is their carry. You know, Ember, of course, can carry on his own with Arachna, but I mean, that's their free-farming Defiler, so getting the tower denied and dying twice in a row, he's almost fell down like 60, 70 GPM already, so not the best start here for Ember Boy.
No. Oh, yeah, that's definitely got to feel good for Complexity for sure, and, you know, Warbeast here is going up a little bit at least, 280 gold per minute now. In fact, he's going to activate Ultimate, and he's going on a Deadlift, who happened to be roamed towards the middle lane. It's now Riptide is trying to assist as much as he can, but they don't want to go too deep. You see the Spider Sting, but again, Warbeast, not the greatest hero to Spider Sting against. He will not be slowed in that ulti form. However, they're going to kill it because it almost actually killed him in the end. Eventually does survive, though, so good job taking out Deadlift and falling back. That's got to feel extra good for them. The Rocket! Oh my god, that was like literally on top of him. That could not have been any more precise there.
I mean, just
Zane.
It's Zane. It's just he's just so good at suiciding, and he's just so good at Pharaoh. It's just he's actually gonna go for a helm.
On Pharaoh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is just a really awkward game. Both teams really don't have a short lane hard carry.
Yeah.
But they have a lot of jump, both teams. So what the heck?
You know what I guess they're doing is, yeah, he tried. I think he thought they were behind the tower right there, but ended up hitting nothing. Defiler is just going to pop the ultimate and kill the tower easily with obviously Deadlift in the Onslaught too. Actually, he didn't even use Onslaught right there, but I think they're kind of making up for the last game, that's for sure. Hey, last game we're talking about how we didn't have a Bloodlust until 10 minutes. It's already 7 to 6 hero kills at 10 minutes in this game, so that's a positive for us at least.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be. There's no way this game can't be action-packed. I mean, there's Warbeast is the hard carry this game, along with Arachna. And those aren't the two heroes you look at and go, oh wow, those are our hard carries this time around.
Yeah.
So I mean, Warbeast sometimes, but not so much the Arachna as being the one solo hard carry.
Absolutely. Again, it's not a surprise that we're seeing this action here. And speaking of that, Riptide continues it. The Mummy Wall goes up, but also Defiler was caught too. I mean, Zane doing his best to try to keep her alive. In the end, she still goes down. However, Zane, with that beast heart of his, it's not a full helm yet, but enough to tank him up. Be fine. Voodoo Jester, the Spider Sting on him. But look at Arachna. She's actually dying to Voodoo Jester. And she may very likely die in the end. Yeah, the stun from Agnes secures the kill right there. So the main support happens to take out the carry. Not many supports can do that, but Voodoo is one of them. As Voodoo Jester, speaking of him still, I think she may actually fall in the end, or will she? Yeah, she will.
Oh.
Yeah, she goes down to Rhapsody. But Deadlift did go down to the background, and now Rhapsody is going to go down. So all of this just to kill the Voodoo Jester. They get 4 kills themselves, or 3 more so, but still a victory for Complexity big time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Voodoo Jester just soloed Arachna. There was just no other way around that, like just 1v1. So, and then there was just no other damage other than that. And smart heads-up play there by Formless. He saw that the Deadlift minions were so low, and that his Volcanic Touch would actually kill Deadlift if he killed one of the minions. So, just good heads-up play there by him.
Yeah. The Father nearly 400 gold per minute. Again, I was very curious to see whether or not he's going to maybe try to get that staff ASAP or go something like an icon here. Well, we're still not sure. The glowstone picked up. Makes both of them, of course. So, what do you think would make sense here?
Yeah, I think they're pretty all in at this point to just push. So, staff is probably the best option on him.
I mean, they're all in at this point. The Arachna's now dying, not farming at all, and
It's really just on Defiler. So, yeah, would like to see a staff, just ASAP.
Yeah, speaking of that too, you can see Arachne with the plated greaves here, so definitely not the carry style of build up here by any means. As middle lane Yeah, Fuzzy Slot's the Energizer. No Alkbones this game.
It just feels like they're gonna just non-stop fight. So get team fight items. I actually like to see him pick up that bulwark again. Actually, really good this game. The ghosts are physical damage, I believe.
They are, yeah.
Yeah. So
100%.
Yeah, I would really like to see a bulwark be picked up next on him.
Yeah. Yeah, I do find that one of the intriguing things about Defiler too. It's actually it's her and Voodoo or Poliwag actually. It's kind of it's you may not think that like off first hit because of the ability. It's almost like they should be magic, but no, they are both physical. Both her ghost and the Poliwag Priest wards deal that physical damage. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. Where armor is a big deal. You got Helm of the Black Legion on Pharaoh here. He is going to port somewhere as they jump onto it. Arachna. Protective Melody is out of range. However, she does get in range, and now Fissure Stun comes out just simply saying, all right, this did not work. Let's run. And they will do so successfully. So you can count that, I guess, kind of a victory for Complexity because that could have been a lot worse.
yeah, I mean they might even look to fight right here. Formless can TP in over here.
Oh, Fuzzy Sloth is caught, though. Yeah, caught by the Death Grip initially, and like we've seen this before, he goes down shortly after the tower will fall. TP, it does continue. Magnus, he's the one to TP, and he actually has that portal key, and he's level 11 here. He wants to try to set up his chance to stun in with the Eruption, but not going to get it at least just yet. Seems like ECX is not going to go further. And they're done with that, so they did get the tower, though. You see Defiler jumping up to 1,800 gold now, so she is saving up a bit. And, yeah, I would have to believe that it is going to be a staff here at this rate.
Yep, looks like it. And I mean, Complexity is pretty content with playing this farming game, and they should be. They definitely have the hard carry in the War Beast, so they haven't really lost any tier 2s yet, so that's good. And I guarantee they'll try to fight for that because they do have Behemoth Magnus. We kind of really didn't even address that. The strength of those two heroes without Shrunken Heads is just going to rip apart a whole team by themselves.
Absolutely, and the potential's definitely there. See Rhapsody stacking the... what already was triple stack, actually, so I'm not sure what the plan was there. Maybe he's kind of softening them up, I guess, but...
Filer getting caught.
Is he? Oh, yeah, top lane. Wow, they're speaking of Magnus and Behemoth. No Eruption even needed. That was just simply too much stun.
And no Behemoth ulti as well. I mean, that's both. I mean, they both have their portal keys, and they can look to fight now. So, definitely a good pick here.
Yeah, especially with keeping her. Oh, Resurrection though. They didn't kill. Oh, never mind. Okay, he was animated. I thought that was the Resurrection animation, but never. That was the Death Grip.
Oh,
I was gonna say for a second if they didn't kill the Gravestone, that would have been huge. But no, they did. So.
Oh, they're gonna catch this deadlift right here. Yeah, there's the ulti.
There's the jump, and that's gotta feel good.
Yeah,
Especially,
killing that hero makes everyone feel
especially being deadlift. Yeah, and you, Complexity, I mean, when I had what you got a Formless on it, you're all very open that you're not huge fans of this hero, so it's just that much better when you kill it.
It's just the Q. It's just that ability either needs to be taken out or just reduce to how long it stuns you for at the next level. Oh, wow.
You know, the funny thing about that, Fuzzy Sloth gets credit for the kill, but honestly, that was really what you got right there. He had the Hellhound scouting out. Rhapsody was... I think, again, kind of messing with... I think Rhapsody was essentially softening up the Ancients here this whole time. And so she was tanking them a little bit, and Warby saw that eventually, got her low enough to then Riptide run and then Q her real quickly. So, nice kill, actually.
Mid lane.
Middle lane, meanwhile, Behemoth gets caught by Pharaoh, would be my guess. Here comes a turn, though. The Spider Sting, however, out in a Voodoo Jester, and she will fall. Now, the ghosts are up from Imaboy. So they want to try to keep this going, but there's the Shockwave. Magnus does it as well. Protective Melody. I don't think it's going to save Defiler. No, it will not. He goes down. Arachna, however, was in range. So he's going to be good from Else. But the Legion side just runs away. Well, Magnus does at least. The other two in Riptide and Magnus get out of there.
Oh.
Pharaoh.
There's the res.
The Invis. Did they res? Oh,
Yeah,
they
got the res
did.
on Defiler.
Yep, Defiler. The Gravestone stayed up. Able to bring her up. Warby is trying to hold his ground, but by himself. However, Magnus stuns in. The beautiful line stun from Formless right there. If anything, to save Warbeast again. So a lot of that going on here in this game. Trying to save one another. Riptide is somehow still alive. Finally is going to go down. As Magnus, I think, has the distance here. But there is the death grip. No, it's on cooldown. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, that ended up being a 2-for-1 with Defiler being res, so kind of an awkward fight. Magnus didn't have his ulti the whole time. Behemoth had a decent ulti, just a pretty big Rhapsody ulti stopped a lot of the damage.
You do see the Mighty Blade on Defiler right here, so again, pretty much guarantees that Staff of the Master is going to be the item choice. Deadlift, that was a really, really risky TP. He just got stunned by Magnus. I mean, I guess at the same time he figured that it was going to be fine now. He is ultimately going to live, despite being stopped by Behemoth there, so just more of a nuisance there, if anything. Something else we have to keep in mind, though, we didn't really address here yet, but I always like to bring up about Defiler, is her silence. It's a pretty ridiculous ability, actually. The radius of it is pretty large. It's all the way up to 400 at level 4. She can cast it at a decent range, and it lasts for 6 seconds at level 4. So that could be potential to be a nice counter to this Legion team that we have over here.
Yeah, and definitely. I mean, if B gets his ulti off and can't get his fissure, that's a pretty big ability to knock it off. So if Defiler can just stop the fissure stun, it could be pretty big.
You see she's at the bottom lane here, trying to, again, get that staff in, but boy, it's 425 GPM, so actually clearing out those Ancients right there definitely helped, and she actually remains on top, so he is able to find the farm somewhere. I believe he even got the Quick Blade, so yeah, he is really one creep away from finishing that. And as you've been pointing out, I mean, this is an all-in-ish really kind of strategy, especially not going the staff first. Once she gets that, I definitely expect ECX to kind of meet up somewhere and try to push something.
Yeah, yeah, because if they don't, I mean, I feel like it's a timing thing. I mean, Deadlift slowly becomes more and more useless. They do have the Arachna as kind of like that secondary carry, and they're probably going to get a free Kongor here. But yeah, I mean, it's really just on Defiler at this point.
Well, you guys need to be careful. Okay, they are going to die here. I was going to say, you need to be a little bit careful about the Hellhounds. I guess it wouldn't have been a big deal, but if he used the Onslaught with the Hellhounds kind of nearby, even Invis, I'm pretty sure they would have then attacked Kongor and helped him there, but not a big deal. They do scout it, but will they try to stop it? From the looks of it, it's not looking like they are.
I would have liked them to stop this. I mean, they have Behe and Magnus ulti up. I believe they could have fought this.
Well, not going to go for it. Defiler with that staff and the ultimate up. Maybe that was scary enough to...
Oh, he killed the token! The
Really?
Hellhounds killed the token. Oh,
He actually sniped the token. I know we've seen that attempted so many times, but he actually did it. You're right.
Sniped
Wow.
the token. They kind of, I don't know if they just didn't decide who wanted to take it, but he resummoned the Hellhounds and kind of just snuck them in there with all the deadlift creeps.
I gotta watch that replay, man. I hope that I got it. I think I did, because yeah, I did not. I'm glad you said that right away, because I would not have expected that. As middle lane, Deadlift just caught here. Riptide coming in with that Eye of the Storm to finish him off. Voodoo Gesture off to the side. The Spider Sting doing the work. Can they kill it in time? Yeah, they can. It's a great teamwork there from Complexity. As Zane timed out, you see right there. Complexity is the one that actually pauses for them.
Even once you got noticed it.
Yeah.
Did he die? Oh, okay.
He was
died
top
there.
lane, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Let me see this replay, though. Yeah, okay, so here's Conger getting low. We're on this pause here. The Hellhounds, they must have... Yeah, so here they come at the last second. Now, the Rev Ward's down. I mean, it sees the Hellhounds here. You're right. Right as Conger dies, they kill the token, and then the Hellborn team's like, well, that's awkward.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they got the gold from it, but no token.
Yeah, you're not killing Conger just for the gold.
You got the gold. I mean, well, you got to look at the positive. I mean, no token anymore. At least you got the golds.
Man, so that was a plan all along. You mentioned you would have liked to see them try to stop it. Well, hey, that worked. Again, we've seen that. We've seen so many Warbeasts try that, only to come up short. 'Cause especially them. That's the thing for me, is that they had a Rev Ward. They literally saw the Hellhounds running in, going up to Conger. Now, I know there's so much going on. You know, they were watching the top lane with that push and everything, but the fact that those weren't addressed as they ran in and just snuck up and killed the token, that's pretty pretty unfortunate for ECX. But
Yeah, I mean,
they should have.
kind of like there you go. Okay. I really just think they kind of just got they got lost in looking at top lane. They got lost in looking at the deadlift minions. There was just a lot going on, and they just didn't pick it up right away. I'm assuming they wanted on Defiler, so
Oh yeah.
yeah, they just didn't. Yeah, I mean, well played by what you got to be able to do it.
Yeah. Then not getting that token. Again, that kind of goes back to this idea now for ECX. I wonder if they are now confident to try to actually group up and push, or maybe if they're going to try to maybe wait it out and almost wait for another Congo. But man, that's 8 minutes away at this point, and you're going to have a demonic breastplate possibly on Warbeast. You're going to have a big items here. Riptide is going to get another big item. Speaking of that, actually, Riptide, he gets caught over here. Now he has that shrunken up, but it's not going to be enough. As soon as the Spider Sting came out, you knew that it was a kill. So good job from ECX catching Fuzzy Sloth there on Riptide.
Yeah. They still do have the ultimate up on Defiler, so if they want to try to get a tier 2, because they haven't gotten any yet, and I consider them a pushing team, so having no tier 2s at 23 minutes is not very good.
Magnus, Eruption, here we go. Formless going in. He has a good chance right here. Hits a couple. Harding Carapace goes up from Arachna. Deadlift will fall, though. Shockwave in the background from him, jumping Defiler. The Fidget Stun missed him, however. You see that burst damage of Defiler's staff, but Defiler is getting too low, and she will go down. Double tap coming out for what you got. Pharaoh, he's going to put the mummy wall. His hope to get away right here some way, somehow, and I think he might. Nope, never mind. There's the portal keys. The line stun, the fissure, down they both go, and it's going to be a genocide for Complexity. And again, I know it's still somewhat earlier on, but as we're talking, I think ECX, that could be it right there.
Yeah. I mean, Arachne even just finished a Helm. There's just no damage other than Defiler. And they still have to deal with a Warbeast and a Riptide, so that could quite possibly be it.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they'll give it another shot here, but
It's just too much at this point.
Yeah, the helm on Arachna, so really no carry presence there. Again, it goes back to this absolutely is just all in for ECX, and now being down 13,000 plus gold, 16,000 experience. I think the Behemoth Magnus combination has really proved to be wonders here. That getting those portal keys when they did, it clearly kind of just caught ECX. I don't know if I want to say off guard necessarily, but it definitely did work. I mean, that's why Complexity, I feel like, has been able to have such a lead that they have here, and that last fight was just one example of several now that we've seen. So Deadlift's impact, him going around using that death grip, he wasn't able to maybe necessarily get as much out of that as they wanted to either. So yeah, a couple of these things kind of coming together. There we go. He catches Voodoo Jester. Is that a little too far? Yeah, I guess so. It is only a level 3 death grip, actually. He hasn't leveled up all the way. It is going to be enough, however. On to Voodoo.
Or Voodoo.
Yep, caught just a little too close. Now, Defiler pushing it. Now, it's only level 2 Ghosts here. He is level 15, but just shy. But look at Magnus and Behemoth.
Yeah,
Magnus has the Eruption. Behemoth has a shock.
No. Well, they might try to fight here, though. Yeah. Gonna see Defiler right here.
Defiler's just pushing in. He needs to silence. He did not silence.
Yeah, but he has his ult. He's in portal key now. Oh.
There's a jump back in. Defiler getting low. Needs to heal himself. Rhapsody, Protective Melody. Can he heal himself in time? Yes, he can. Defiler's going to be fine for now, but no ghosts up means Defiler's not doing nearly as much anymore. Down goes Deadlift as well as Pharaoh. You see Riptide in the front line. So is Warbeast. Going to chase down this Rhapsody. At least get her killed. The stun from Magnus. The Eruption in the face. I think it's GG well played here for Evil Corporation, and they do too. It's game 2 in the series. Going to Complexity. 2 games to nothing. An interesting series we definitely had. 2 completely different games that we had. One a very drawn-out, passive, one-fight winner game. This one, action off the bat, and it continued all the way to the finish. And Complexity, that's a coincidence. They win both here in the end. So, final thoughts for Ghost Day.
Yeah, just this is even more important that ECX did win 2-0 against 2-0. Because, I mean, now I think they've won 1 series and they've dropped a lot. So, Hopefully they kind of pick it up here. I think they have 2 or 3 more games of their series left, so hopefully they pick it up. But just well played by Complexity.
All right, it looks like the other series, so they haven't started yet. So BMG versus Fresh here, going to be our next one. So I want to go on the break here real quickly because we're going to set up to cast that one here. So, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for that one. Complexity 2-0 over Evil Corporation. We got Bad Monkey Gaming versus Fresh is what we're going to be finishing it off with here in a 2-game series here for the day number 5. Here of the group stages of Cycle number 5. So stay tuned. We'll be right back here on Hogcast. More Haunt Tour Season 4 coverage coming at you.